Here's the top two marketing mistakes I still see attorneys and law firms under $5 million a year making. My hot take, and I've got my notes. Number one, they don't know their numbers. If I ask simple marketing numbers like what's your lifetime value of a client, what's your cost per case, what's your cost per acquisition, i.e., what's your break even point on your marketing budget? Do you know which of your marketing verticals are successful and what aren't? So you know where to put more of your marketing dollars. So many times I get, well, I feel like when I do TV commercials, the phone rings more, or it's about this percentage of close rate from Google Ads. Sales and marketing doesn't need to have any emotions or guesswork. It has data. It gives you all the data you could ever need. So, first, they don't know their numbers. That would be like going to an NBA finals game and there's no scoreboard. You have no idea who's winning, who's losing, who's going to be the MVP, how many fouls there are, how much time is left on the game. You know nothing. That's how a lot of attorneys or law firms under $5 million a year are running their law firm when it comes to sales and marketing, at least. I work as a Google Ads specialist or client acquisition specialist with Legal Lead Sharks, which I own the agency. And I'm telling you guys, I see this day in and day out with business owners. They simply don't know their numbers. Second, intake is sales. This is one of the biggest bottlenecks I see when running Google Ads, whether it's a small budget or a large budget for law firms. I recently spoke to a guy a couple weeks ago who said there was a law firm that missed over 1,200 calls during business hours with their internal intake team there. He had no idea. Intake, if you're hiring intake agents that are minimum wage, then you're getting minimum wage results. Intake is two things for your law firm. One, it's your brand reputation. It's your first touch point. When that Google Ads person clicks to call your law firm, they are the first person representing your firm or your brand. And second, they have to know how to close the leads. These leads could be calling in confused, they could be calling in emotionally distraught if it's they were just in a car accident or they're going through a divorce or a child custody issue came up and it's emergency. These people are distraught. You have to have quality intake people who know that they are not just answering the phone, they are in sales. And you need to be tracking that. How long is their call time? Which of your intake team are converting and at what percentage? So that that person can train the other people, or you can see maybe that's not the right intake person for your team. So to sum all of this up, do audits. Beginning of the year is the best time to do an audit. I would say quarterly audits would be amazing. Know your numbers. You have to have a scoreboard for your marketing and your sales. You can't be